the devastation in the U.S. and the U.S. president touring the ravaged storm area, the wreckage of the South. The toll of the tornadoes now a record 211 in one day on Wednesday. The death toll, the highest from a storm in 86 years. Crushed by the most powerful tornado known to man, so many of them, and we'll tell you more about that a little bit later. But we begin again tonight in the disaster zone with Jim Avila in Concord, Alabama. Jim?
Diane, it's like two different worlds. The contrast is amazing. What you've been watching and most of the world been watching, all the splendidry and the pageantry, and here in Alabama itself. I'm in Concord, as you say, where more than 200 homes were destroyed. And that is perhaps why this is one of the few places in the world where, in fact, people were not paying attention to the fantasy because the reality was all too time-consuming.
Large hail.
This is the most powerful tornado to hit Mississippi in 45 years, an EF5, the highest possible rating, winds upward of 205 miles an hour, hitting the town of Smithville with so much force it launched a pickup truck so far into the air it still hasn't been found. But this outbreak had more than one punch. Tornadoes packing winds just under 200 miles an hour hit 5 states from Arkansas to Tennessee.
We just took a tour, and I've got to say I've never seen devastation like this. It is heartbreaking. How are you?
I'm feeling better today.
You're feeling better?
The President and First Lady visiting a shelter in Tuscaloosa today, walking through one of the many leveled neighborhoods, promising not to forget the pain. For most of the hard-hit towns across the South, like Concord, Alabama, today was another day of searching for survivors. Across the South, there are gas lines in Decatur, Alabama, customers waiting up to an hour to fill up. In Ringgold, Georgia, a supermarket was leveled, and one of those powerful tornadoes ravaged Appleton, Tennessee, survivors digging through the rubble. Back in Concord, another twister ruined this sheriff's deputy's dream house.
This used to be the living room. Over there used to be the kitchen and dining room here.
Go ahead. This is 5620 Smith Road in Concord, Alabama, just 2 days ago. David Newton's house. This is it today. He escaped with his life, a cut face, some bruises. He and his wife clung to each other as their house blew away.
Trying to hold on to my wife. I didn't want, lose contact with her and all that. And where she held on pretty good.
180 miles away in Hackleburg, Alabama, a town of 1,500 was wiped off the map. Pastor Clint Knowles lost his church.
This was the sanctuary.
And the high school kids lost their last month of classes.
Hackleburg's not Hackleburg no more. It no longer exists on the map.
In just that one little town, 29 people died. Just one of the places across the South where they'll be changing the map soon.